All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Leo. Check this out.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Hey, exit.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 23-yard line.
Go. Motion. Ready.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch it.
They run on first down with Jackson. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. On second down, this is Jackson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
Now.
At the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
Alpha.
Mike's 59.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He'll rifle this. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Check 13. Check 13. Undercrunch. Shift. Twist.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
The Chiefs take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Charles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch time, watch time. 43, 43. Delta. 58, right over there, yeah.
Here's Charles. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, orbit. Double dog. That's the way. Go. On the ball. Switch. Hey, stand off. Nice.
They'll set up a throw. He's got Casper over the middle. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 70, Indy. General West.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Look, squeeze. Look at me. Go, get it.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. In for the score. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Charles. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off.
They run. Charles. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Charles down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
In your face.
A toss play. Here comes Charles. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 25 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC, and what a game it was last week, and a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a 2nd straight Player of the Week award.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 11. Got him in. It's Brown. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Check 50, check 50. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a big run there by Charles, 62 yards. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They're going to run with Charles. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock,
he's got daylight. 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 28-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here we go. Roll out. 50. Plant.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hit it.
2nd and 10. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Second catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Break. Pilot, 64, weak.
Jumper, jumper. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, check 20.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Hey, Haywood!
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't. Manage.
The tackle made by Jonathan Abram. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
52, my 52. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. My 50. I don't think you got it, son. 52's the mark.
Here we go. 4th down. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Hey, box shot, box shot.
First down, Raiders.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, lock it.
Now a give, right side. Jackson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Bravo.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Don't get nervous.
2nd and 5. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling it. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. On the run, it's Charles. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. A first down carry here for Charles. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Again, it's Charles. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now a handoff. This is Charles. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Charles is going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Solo out there, check the outs out there. Even, 4 down, even.
They run again with Jackson. This will go for 5 up to the 33. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Looking to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll hand it off. This is Charles. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll keep it on the ground. Charles. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the carry, it's Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 12-yard line.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Now.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Quarterback keeps it.